Shubor nakaslem jong Nongsan Hima.
Nongïalam ka Shillong Bar Association but ka High Court of Meghalaya Bar Association henegasngi kila Kyntait ya Kynnoh baga jingdawa Jrongkti ban wengno yu Advocate General u Amit Kumar kadai ban Ïada yu Nongïasaid an u basha Kynnoh ba Jrongkti ya ka wei ka Samla ka badan hapo jong u habakran bat kidong thok khobor u Secretary ka Shillong Bar Association u ba TL Jarwa ulaong ba ka Kynhun ka pendam ya ka ngijingsha Kynnoh Jrongkti bat mardor kila wengno shipor ya kijinglong dekhot jong uni ubrio u basha Kynnoh ringkat bat kiwei kijing penshitom hadian kijingmi kani ka case uba Jarwa ulaong ba ka Kynhun kila let ban ujor sha High Court tang hadian ba uni u basha Kynnoh ula cha penyat hasurok hanong ba Shillong shua banyalam yu u sha police station Nakliang u Secretary General ka High Court Bar Association u KC Gautam ulaong ba ka Bar Council jong ka Meghalaya kala yop liang ya kaching ujor na kani ka kena ka basha Jrongkti bat la ujoru da ke ejahar bat ki pulit kidang penong ya kaching toket habede bat kani shu u Gautam ulaong ba ka jingdawa Jrongkti ban wengno ya u Kumar ka wan hadian ba u Kumar ula Kynnoh hapo ka ying bishar ka bagantop ya kaching kam ba ula yo shibun kijing ujor ba kadon kijing sha Jrongkti ya ki Kyntait ka Bar Association kala penpau ba kimdon jingtip habede ba kata bat kila pan jing shai na u Kumar katkum kijing yathu jong u Gautam u Kumar ula jubab hadu khatlaisla ka ba pendom ya ki dekhot jong ka association ka ba pendong ya ki ban khot ya ka general body meeting bat hakane kijing kendu lang kila shim ya ka rai banda wawing no ya u kumu Advocate General jong ka jila
I'm the Secretary of the Shillong Bar Association, and my brother here is the KCH Doctor. He's a Secretary General of the High Court of Meghalaya Bar Association, and my friend there is she's a treasurer. She's Ïada, treasurer of Shillong Bar Association. So the very purpose as to why we have called this press conference here today is because there are a lot of confusion because lately, as you are aware, there is a demand from the bar associations for the removal of our Advocate General, Shri Amit Kumar. And there are a lot of false information being spread in the media, mainly through the digital media outlet, where a false narration has been created that our demand for removal of Shri Amit Kumar as Advocate General is somewhat to shield the perpetrator who is accused of having molested his intern. The perpetrator here, as per the allegation, as per the news media outlet, he is an advocate, he is a senior advocate belonging to the Shillong Bar Association and the High Court Bar Association, and that we as an association we are trying to shield him. Initially, when the incident happened, we from the Bar Association, we have strongly condemned. Till now we are condemning, actually in general, we are condemning any act of sexual harassment or any act which is not dignified in any way, especially when they claim or when they are from the legal fraternity. After the incident had surfaced, we from the Shillong Bar Association we have taken steps by immediately suspending the alleged offender, and that when the show was noticed to him that depending on the outcome, further course of action will be taken to him, against him, which may also be, if proven guilty, to be terminated from the membership of the Bar Association. However, being aggrieved or seeing that non-state actors taking the law into their own hands by parading this particular member parading in the marketplace after being assaulted, we had gone to the High Court with a resolution from the bar that such type of activities or taking the law into their own hands ought not to have happened when it is very much happening during the daytime in the presence of the state agencies. A detail of which my brother here will give as we proceed with this press conference. But just to highlight, the purpose of us coming here today is just to give clarity as to what is the real cause for us demanding the removal of Shri Amit Kumar as the Advocate General. So as we proceed ahead, if you have questions, you are welcome.
On 20th of July, a very rather disturbing video was circulated on social media where a lawyer was shown being paraded, right, Meeting Road all the way to the police station. Of course, he was accused of molesting his intern, and the High Court of Meghalaya Bar Association as well as the Bar Council of Meghalaya strongly condemns this action. The Bar Council of Meghalaya has received a complaint from the complainant, and action as per law will be taken against him. The FIR has also been registered, police is also investigating the matter. We in no way had adopted the resolution and approached the Chief Justice to in any way protect the culprit, the accused, Mr. So-and-so, who is a member of our bar. Why did we approach the High Court? The only reason we went to the High Court is because non-state actors took law into their own hands. And as members of the Bar Association, as lawyers, it is our duty to ensure that the rule of law prevails. Now you see, when Kasab with a machine gun killed so many people in Mumbai, he was arrested and he was given a fair trial. The rule of law has to prevail. It is only the investigating agencies who can investigate the matter. It is the court who will punish the accused person. So with a very limited purpose, we had approached the court, and we had made it very, very clear in our resolution that at the very outset, we condemn the action of Mr. Hazarika. Law will take its own course. So our only purpose to go before the High Court was to ensure that the rule of law, which is supreme, should prevail. Now, what has happened, what has transpired in the hearing is, Mr. Amit Kumar, who at that point of time was also a member of our bar. Now, all of us know that Mr. Amit Kumar came to the state of Meghalaya in the year 2018. He was otherwise practicing in Delhi. Of course, to be very frank, nobody will be happy if we get an Advocate General from any other state, because we all feel that we have competent lawyers. But be that as may, it was the wisdom of the ruling dispensation who wanted to appoint the lawyer of their choice, so we took it in our stride. He has been here for the last so many years. So the little that we expected from him was, in this particular issue, as far as the lawyer being assaulted is concerned, he would at least be with us. Not talking about what the accused person has done. Like I said, law will take its own course. But in the course of hearing, in order to somehow protect the state, see, our grievance was what? Our grievance was a lawyer is assaulted in his chamber, paraded in the heart of the city. Police are bystanders, they don't do anything. The person is taken to the police station, and in fact, some of the non-state actors have even given a press release on the police station. Now, in order to shield all these actions, what submission he made in the court was that this is not the first time these things have happened. He says in the course of the proceedings that he has received complaints, and there are numerous complaints as such. Now, the moment the submission was made, all of us were rattled. In fact, the entire courtroom was jam-packed because, of course, everybody wanted to show solidarity because, that other aspect of the matter where a lawyer was assaulted was something which was very, very serious for us. Now, when he made that submission that he has received a lot of complaints, my brother I can call myself also young, been there as leaders of the bar for quite some time. We were very, very much approachable. We were surprised that we have not come to learn about any such incidents. So our counsel, who was representing both the bars, senior counsel Mr. Paul, wrote a letter to Mr. Amit Kumar. He said, since you made these submissions in court, kindly divulge the information so that we can take action, because these are very serious issues. These happened on the 3rd. Now, interestingly, what happens on the 4th is, what made the entire bar association of the lawyers angry is, in reply to the letter sent by Mr. Paul, Mr. Amit Kumar sent a 13-page reply, which was circulated in the WhatsApp group of the High Court Bar Association as well as the Shillong Bar Association. There he categorically says that I will not divulge any information to you, And on top of it, he made some certain remarks where we felt very, very offended. He went on to say that I will train you people, I will frame rules. So basically what he wanted to show is he is much, much superior than us. And that actually made us all angry. The very next day we had a general body meeting. Now in the general body meeting, first time in the history of our bar, more than 406 members attended the meeting. Unanimous resolutions were taken, a lot of people spoke. And during that meeting, a lot of other things also came. Now members were also agreed by the fact that Amit Kumar has bought a lot of lawyers, outstation lawyers from Delhi to appear in very, very small petty matters. And the kind of expenditure the state has to incur for these lawyers is huge. That is not the only case. Mr. Amit Kumar has appointed his own son, who has very recently got his law degree, as a panel advocate for the state of Meghalaya in the Supreme Court. I am also told that his wife is also regularly appearing in certain matters. And so everybody was very, very angry. And see, because of this, we have a lot of young local lawyers in the panel also, government panel, who are very talented. See, they are being deprived. For small matters, you call 5, 6, 7, 8 lawyers from Delhi. You pay for their traveling. You make them stay in 5-star hotels. Who pays this money? It is the public money. It is the government which is paying. And apart from this, we have also come to learn about a lot of other things. So that day we took a resolution. Unanimously took a resolution that we had to write a letter to the Honorable Chief Minister, enclose a copy of the resolution adopted unanimously by both the bar associations, demanding for his removal. Not because he only made those statements in the court. Of course, those were very, very hurtful, those were very wrong. He painted a very wrong picture, not only about the bar, but also about the state of Meghalaya. Now, when you say women are not safe, and a person who generally does not come even inside the bar association, he comes to the court, he leaves. Half the time he appears through VC, half the time he is in Delhi. Making such statements shows that in the entire state of Meghalaya, even the bar women are not safe, the entire state of Meghalaya women are not safe. And all of us will also agree to one thing. I have seen certain, reports where women solo travelers, first preference of a destination is Shillong or Meghalaya for that matter, being the safest place. And by making such statements, he has not only hurt the sentiments of the lawyers of the bar association, but the entire state in general. Now, what has happened was, after we took that resolution and wrote a letter to the Chief Minister, we demanded for his removal. We received a reply from him. Thereafter, we receive a reply from him wherein, it's not exactly an apology. He basically admits that he made the wrong statements. But interestingly, the very next day after we received the letter, we see articles in newspaper written very, very clearly on his behest. Now, somebody who's practicing, who's not a member of a bar over here, somebody perhaps practicing in Punjab or Delhi, I don't know whether he's a lawyer or an activist, has written an article depicting us in very, very poor light. In that article, it is stated, if all of you have read it, came in the Shillong Times, right? It is stated that Mr. Amit Kumar had a roaring practice in Delhi, but he came back over here, left his practice. So he's basically doing us a favor. Now, if somebody, all of you are very smart people over here, if somebody has roaring practice in Delhi, nobody will leave that roaring practice in Delhi and come over here. The fact is, Meghalaya is being used as a cash cow. We have filed RTIs. The RTIs will reveal the amount of money we are spending, not just on Amit Kumar, but on the other lawyers who is regularly bringing to Shillong. And I tell you for what? For petty matters. To be very frank, we don't have that great matters in Meghalaya where our lawyers cannot handle. We have such senior counsels in Meghalaya who go and argue matters in Delhi. We have very talented lawyers over here. In fact, every Chief Justice who comes over here, of course, when they come over here, they feel that they are coming to a small high court, so they will not have very good expectations. But till date, the number of Chief Justices who have come have every time made a statement that I am surprised with the kind of talent Shillong has. The kind of lawyers, the way we speak, the way we present our case in court, and some very, very good seniors. So now, what is the need of having an Advocate General from outside this state? What is the need of spending so much money on him? And the saddest part is, having accommodated him for so many years, having given him so much from our side, how ungrateful he has been by making such statements in court, in the course of submission, in the course of his submission in the court. Not only that, had he immediately come back and apologized before us, obviously we are nice people, you would have considered. But he has tried to undermine each and every legal practitioner in the state by trying to show that he is above everybody. So that is the reason we wanted his removal, and also the clarification we wanted to give is, whatever is happening in court, We are nowhere trying to, shield a lawyer. We would never do that. In fact, on Friday we have a meeting. We have received a formal complaint from the victim. The Bar Council, I am sure, is going to take very, very stern action. He may even end up losing his license. The Bar Council issues license. In the absence of a license, you cannot practice in court. So I am sure some very strict action will be taken against him. The reason we came here today is to make a clarification to all the media outlets. Whatever is, whatever news is circulating, there are certain articles written by, sent by people who have perhaps never set foot in the state of Meghalaya. Even if they have done so, they know nothing about the culture of Meghalaya, writing such nonsense. So the narrative has to be set straight. Once again, I will reiterate, our reason for, for approaching the court was not to shield the accused advocate, but only for the fact that the law, the rule of law is supreme and non-state actors cannot take the law into their own hands. Now I'll also ask, submission was made. We were very much, when the submission was made that we have failed as a bar, women are not safe, numerous complaints have been received. So what we decided was, we asked our female members, do one thing. You call for a meeting of all the ladies, whoever is present over there. You ask them, if any such thing has happened, you immediately let us know. Whatever action we have to take, we'll take action. So then my friend over here, she was a part of the group that called for a meeting. Immediately,
we had called all the female members of both the bar stations, the Shillong bar station and the High Court bar station. And we had good numbers. And after we have gathered everyone, and then we had a closed door meeting. There we have just sought for suggestions from all the female members, and then they have suggested that yes, okay, action should be taken against the concerned advocate who has done such act. But then they also stated that yes, the statements that Amit Kumar has made in the open court is very wrong, since they are members of both bar stations, and then no such incident had ever happened, and then they had never faced any such incident where they are being harassed, where we as women has been harassed or any kind of sexual harassment has occurred. So they also condemned, and they also stated that nothing of that sort had been happening, and then there had been no such complaints also against anyone, and then no complaints, because they also stated that yes, if there had been any kind of incident happen, they would surely come to the bar, and they know that, as our friend has stated here, that we as members, we are approachable. Both the Shillong bar station and High Court bar, we are approachable, and then any kind of incident apart from the sexual harassment incident, any kind of incident, any kind of grievances that we have, it has been solved, it has been taken care of. And even if this kind of incident happened also, we used to look after it, and we used to take care of it. So when there had been no such complaints, so how do we take care of such incident? How do we take action against such incident when there's no complaint? So suggestions have been given, and then we had taken to the general body meeting when we had, along with on the as mentioned by our friend here,
who is a century-years-old bar. We can see it's a mother bar of all the bar in the state, because usually the practice is, which is happening till date, that before any lawyer hailing from different districts of the state, before they go and practice in their own district, usually they practice in the Shillong bar or the High Court bar. So that's why this clarification from our side at this juncture, we felt it's very much vital, because why a wrong narrative has been spread, like my brother here have mentioned, have elaborated nicely, and so that's why we have come here to set the narrative straight. We, the Shillong Bar Association, or the bar in Meghalaya, we are not a bar who will let these type of activities slide, and so to say that a narration has been created that we try to shield someone who is in power, who have a stature. So through your platform now, we want you to address all these to print all these that we have stated before you, so that at least people, not only the local, but at least someone from outside, because we have been receiving calls even from outside the state, from our colleagues all over the country, getting all the wrong ideas about our associations here.
Whatever resolutions we took. We gave a very befitting reply to the Supreme Court Bar Association also that we are not under you in any way and you cannot question our independence. Now members are even more angry after receiving the resolution because we know that it is him at his behest, Mr. Amit Kumar behest, Supreme Court Bar Association has issued this resolution thinking that in Meghalaya we are a small high court. The moment we see a resolution of Supreme Court, we will withdraw everything. We have given a very, very befitting reply. We'll share a copy with all of you, the reply which has been jointly sent by both the bar associations to the Supreme Court Bar Association stating that do not interfere in our affairs and don't try to bully us. We are not going to listen to you. We have our two bodies. We called for a general body meeting in the bar. See, we of course in the court also we very categorically, we said this is very, very wrong. Whatever you stated is very, very wrong. You please furnish us whatever information you have with us. When he did not do that in the court, we wrote a letter to him. And in reply to the letter, like I said, he sent us a 13-page letter, trying to somehow intimidate us, trying to challenge us, saying that I will not divulge information, I have information. In fact, I am ready to come and frame rules about this and that, and also train you. So that ended up it's like putting fuel to the fire every now and then. And thereafter, we also received something from the Supreme Court Bar Association. So obviously, all of us will get very, very angry. You cannot undermine the autonomy of two bar associations. A collective decision taken by 400 people is not something that Supreme Court Bar Association can issue a resolution and ask us to take back, which we will not. In fact, there are further plans of having another general body meeting on Monday, and they might maybe we can give another proceedings after that.
And also, just to be clear for the Honorable High Court, the issue before it was not on the issue that was being raised by Shri Amit Kumar. The issue was non-state actors taking the law into their own hands. So let's not get distracted from the real issue. So why we the bar we feel aggrieved, we feel disappointed actually, rather, because he has been here for almost 8 years. You should have known what kind of bar associations we have. But in the midst of all that argument before the court, when the state authorities were being questioned for their inaction at the time when they paraded the person in an open market, he tried to shift the issue by saying the bar has failed. Multiple complaints have come and the bar has failed and it's not a safe environment for women. So the issue now is he's saying that we the bar has failed. So castrating the bar in such a way, so that is why we are aggrieved and we have called for a general body meeting for the members to decide. Because when you are when you are making such vilifying statement against the bar, it's not affecting only one member, but the bar in general. So the bar in general have taken a call, like for such type of statement, such type of reckless statement, we should not tolerate, and henceforth, immediately on the first day of the meeting, we have decided to suspend his membership or remove his membership.